If someone told you to exercise after 60, they probably said the same thing everyone says. Just go for a walk. And walking is good. Don't get me wrong. But if your back hurts, if you feel stiff when you get out of bed in the morning, if standing for more than 10 minutes leaves your lower spine aching, walking alone is not going to fix that. In fact, for a lot of people over 60, walking the wrong way is making the spine problem worse. In this video, I'll show you what's really happening inside your back and 3 specific movements that are more effective than walking for restoring your spine, backed by physical therapy research, not gym culture. The first movement is less than 4 minutes away. And the third one, the one almost nobody does, gives most people relief they can feel the same day. Stay with me. Here's the honest picture, in 90 seconds. Your spine is 33 vertebrae stacked on top of each other, separated by discs, soft cushions that absorb shock every time you move. After 60, those discs start to lose water. They get thinner. The space between your vertebrae narrows. That's disc degeneration, and it happens to almost everyone. It's a normal part of aging. But here's what most doctors never explain. The degeneration itself is not what hurts you. The real problem is the muscles, the deep muscles that hold your spine in alignment. The multifidus and the erector spinae begin to atrophy. They get smaller and weaker, and when they stop doing their job, your spine becomes unstable. Your posture collapses forward. Pressure on the discs goes up. Nerves get compressed. That's the morning stiffness, the aching after sitting, the pain when you try to stand up straight. And this is exactly why walking isn't enough. Walking is cardiovascular. It's great for your heart, your circulation, your legs, but it does not reach those deep spinal stabilizers. Think of it this way. Walking keeps the lights on in the building. It doesn't fix the foundation. A 2015 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that targeted core stabilization exercises produced significantly greater improvements in back pain and function in adults over 60 than walking programs alone. That's what the 3 movements in this video do. No equipment, no gym, just a mat and 10 minutes. But first, a quick check. 30 seconds. Do it with me right now. Stand up straight. Feet hip-width apart. Arms at your sides. Now look down at your feet. Where are your toes pointing? Straight forward or turned out to the sides? Most people over 60 with spinal instability have their feet turned out, sometimes significantly. It happens because the deep stabilizers are no longer holding the pelvis in a neutral position. Second check. Place one hand on your lower back, right at the curve above your waistband. Now stand as tall as you can, like a string is pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Did your lower back arch even more, or did it feel like you couldn't get fully straight? Both of those are signs your deep stabilizers are not doing their job. Now you know where you're starting. Let's fix it. 3 movements, done in this order, 3 to 4 times per week. You'll feel a difference in your morning stiffness within 2 weeks. Movement 1, the dead bug. This is the single most effective exercise for training deep spinal stabilization, and it looks deceptively easy. Lie on your back on a mat. Bend your knees to 90 degrees and lift your legs so your shins are parallel to the floor. Raise both arms straight up toward the ceiling. Your lower back should be in contact with the floor. This is critical. Now, very slowly, lower your right arm back toward the floor behind your head, while simultaneously extending your left leg out straight, lowering it toward the floor. Do not let your lower back lift off the ground. That's the whole exercise. Your spine stays pressed to the floor while your limbs move. Hold for 2 seconds at the bottom, then return both limbs to the starting position. Switch sides, left arm back, right leg out. Do 8 repetitions on each side. Here's what's happening. By keeping your spine still while your limbs want to pull it into extension, you are directly training the multifidus and transverse abdominis, the 2 deepest layers of spinal support. These are the muscles that walking completely misses. If this feels too difficult at first, just lower the arm without the leg. Build up to the full movement over 2 weeks. The bird dog takes the same deep stabilizer engagement and puts it into a balance challenge. Get on all fours. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Your back should be flat, not arched, not rounded. Think of balancing a glass of water on your lower back. Now extend your right arm forward and your left leg backward at the same time. Both should reach to horizontal, not higher. Hold for 3 full seconds. Breathe normally. Keep your hips level. This is the hardest part. Most people rotate their hips as they lift the leg. That rotation is your stabilizers failing to hold. Return slowly. Switch sides. Do 10 repetitions on each side. As you get stronger over the weeks, add a 1-second pause at full extension before you return. That extra pause dramatically increases the demand on your spinal stabilizers. This movement also trains your spine to resist rotation, which is exactly the demand your back faces when you walk, carry groceries, or reach for something. And now, the movement I mentioned at the start, the one that can give you relief today. This movement directly addresses the forward rounding posture, the collapsed spine that develops from years of sitting, driving, and screen time. Lie face down on your mat. Place your forearms on the floor, elbows directly under your shoulders, like a sphinx position. Gently press your forearms into the floor and lift your chest, allowing your lower back to curve naturally. Your hips stay on the floor. Important, do not force this. You are not trying to arch as far as possible. You are creating a gentle, comfortable extension that decompresses the front of your spinal discs, the part that gets chronically compressed when you sit. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly. Let gravity do the work. Lower back down. Rest for 10 seconds. Repeat 5 times. Physical therapists call this a press-up, and it comes from the McKenzie method, one of the most widely researched approaches to treating disc-related back pain. Many people with chronic lower back stiffness feel immediate relief during and after this movement. If you feel increased pain shooting down your leg, stop. That's a signal to see a physio first. But for most people, this will feel like your spine finally getting the space it's been missing. Here's the habit that makes all 3 exercises work 10 times better. Every time you sit down, before you settle in, do this. Sit all the way to the back of the chair. Feel your sit bones on the seat and stack your spine tall for just 5 seconds. Then relax slightly, but stay aware. We sit for an average of 8 to 10 hours a day. Every time you drop into a collapsed posture, you're teaching your deep stabilizers to stay off. Every time you reset your spine for 5 seconds, you're sending a signal that keeps those muscles engaged. 5 seconds every time you sit. Done consistently, it changes your resting posture, the position your spine defaults to, within 4 to 6 weeks. Small input, permanent change. If your back has been hurting for years, or if you wake up stiff every morning, or if walking just doesn't seem to be helping the way it used to, this is where to start. Do the dead bug today. Just that one. See how your back feels tomorrow morning. If you want the full written routine with photos of each position, it's in the description below. And if this video gave you something your doctor or your physio never quite explained clearly, subscribe, because we do this every week. On Senior Life, we believe that understanding your body is the first step to fixing it. Not just exercises, real explanations for real life after 60. I'll see you in the next one.